welcome to Drummers Review. I'm Nolly, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a quartet of Natal's original series Walnut snare drums. Natal's original series are their flagship line, available in a few different choices of timber, but when it comes to snares there's just two. You've got maple or walnut that we have here today, which Natal claim offers a rich dark tone. Construction-wise, these snares feature 7-ply 5.4mm shells with hand-waxed 45-degree bearing edges and triple flange tubes. We've got all of the sizes on offer here today. There's a 13 by 6.5 inch, 14 by 5.5, 14 by 6.5, and 14 by 8 inch. All four of the available finish options are represented here. There's the gloss natural and sunburst, and the satin vintage burst and cerulean blue. In terms of pricing, all of these drums are listed at £349, with the exception of the 8-inch deep drum, which is £369. Natal have consistently impressed us with their great sounding drums and good value for money. But before we go any further, let's check out what these snares have to offer in a few different tuning ranges. Unboxing these drums, we had a great first impression. They're authoritative in weight, and those finishes look really classy, especially offset with the brushed nickel hardware. All of the finishes do appear a fair bit darker in person than they look on the Natal website, and we think the natural hue of the walnut must be tinting things because, for example, the sunburst is far more like a translucent red than the yellowy orange fade you'd expect, but they are really beautiful finishes regardless. All of these snares come fitted with premium Evans heads, using a power center reverse start batter over snare side 300 on the resonance side. The snare wires are high quality Natal branded 20 strands, and the throw-off is Natal's proprietary tri-throw system. Moving on to sounds, these drums definitely live up to their dark description. They're really full sounding with quite a wet, fundamental focused sustain. The 14x8 has a huge amount of body, but we did find it a little bit difficult to control and felt like perhaps this attack is a bit on the soft side to be ideal for low-tuned rock uses. As we started tuning it up, we felt like it choked a little quicker than the other drums, leaving it sounding a little bit hollow in the mid-range, especially in its higher tunings. The 14x6.5 though had a much better balance with more clarity and a more immediate wire response while still maintaining a really beefy sounding attack. However, of the 14s, it was the 5.5 that really stole the show, with a combination of that darker voicing and the shallower depth gave a thick mid-range, but at the same time a really crisp and articulate wire response. With the wires disengaged, it had a livelier character than the other drums, and it didn't get overly tubby or resonant sounding. Finally, the 13x6.5 brought out more overtones, especially in its low tuning, but at the same time it had a pleasingly snappier attack. The depth of the drum makes it suitable both as a main or side snare depending on how you want to tune it, but for us we felt like the most usable area was in that kind of mid to high zone, where it still felt like it had loads of headroom left before it would start choking. In line with other Natal gear that we've reviewed, the build quality here is really nice, with the exterior finishing work appearing especially lustrous. The shell interiors are free from any kind of lacquering and are very cleanly sanded. The bearing edges are silky, and those true tone tension rods feel extremely smooth in operation while tuning, and then hold pitch precisely too, which is a big thumbs up to Natal's true tune tension rod design. Given all that, I was surprised to find tuning a little bit finicky in the lower ranges, where I found it difficult to get a completely wobble-free sustain out of a couple of the snares, but once I applied more tension that seemed to resolve itself, so perhaps it's just about heads needing to seat themselves properly. Natal's tri-throw design is extremely solid feeling, though we can't say for our taste that we have that much use for the furthest forward position, which loosens off the wires a little bit compared to the vertical position. If you need to quickly engage the wires, it's quite easy to overshoot and end up in that furthest forward loose position, which isn't ideal in our opinion, but perhaps others will find that sound useful enough to be able to warrant having it so easily selectable on the fly. Overall, we think that these are really nice instruments, and we enjoyed the sound and feel that they delivered, but we can't help feeling like they're just not that exciting in the way that might grab people's attention. As such, we mainly imagine that these snares are going to appeal to people who are currently in the process of buying, or who already own a Natal Originals kit, and want a safe main snare that's going to match the rest of their drums, rather than serial collectors on the hunt for a characterful new snare. That said, if anyone were to audition these side by side with other similarly priced wood drums, we feel like they'd really impress with their extremely solid feel and their thick tones, and considering the great build quality, we feel like these offer really good value for money. As always though, we love to hear your opinions, so leave us a comment with your thoughts, particularly which one would be your favourite, which one you'd choose if you had to take one home. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon if you want to be notified of our future videos, and we'll see you next time at Drummers Review.